Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I want to share with you some new products that I have in my collection. A couple of them were sent to me in PR, which I was so excited. Which you see the brand, I could not believe it. I was really excited. And then there's some that I purchased, some that are not new, but it's the same brand that sent me the PR. So I want to go ahead and include a little bit of a couple of the products that I already owned. So the brand that I'm talking about is Ilia, and oh my gosh, I could not believe that Ilia actually contacted me and they wanted to send me their foundation. So they did also send me the base face milk, which is supposed to be like, you can use it as a moisturizer or as a primer. I did use it. I only used my serum, and then I used this. This feels really good. It is milky. It is not super thin, but it's not super thick either. This is the way that it gets dispensed. It has a little hole there so that you can just, you know, dump it out, you know, like a couple of drops or whatever. I'm always pretty generous with the products I put on my face. So I put quite a bit. I applied it all over my face and my neck area, and it does get absorbed into your skin. It doesn't feel sticky, and it just feels like you have like your face is hydrated, and it is not scented, and it just feels nice when you put it on. It feels very refreshing and it feels nice, and I like the fact that it's not scented. And this is like 4 ounces, I believe, 3.4 ounces, and this has 631 5-star reviews, and it's $58 for the full size, which is this one, or the 1 ounce is $28. It says it is clinically proven to reduce redness, smooth texture, and strengthen the skin barrier. Lightweight and layerable. The versatile formula flexes to fit your ritual. Use it as your moisturizer to lock in hydration, or under a cream when skin feels dry. It's the perfect prep step before any Ilia complexion. So I really do like it. Like I said, it feels very light but nourishing and hydrating on the skin. And then they also sent me their foundation, 2 of their foundations. And they let me choose 2 shades of the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint Foundation. This is SPF 40. It has niacinamide, squalene, and hyaluronic acid. Now the skin foundation has, like I said, SPF 40, and it is a mineral sunscreen. It's $48. It has 138,000 4.5-star reviews, and it comes in 30 shades. And then they sent me the stick foundation, which I thought it was so funny. This has like a little dent here, and at first I thought it was the packaging that was dented, but then the other shade has the same dent. And then I looked online, and that's the way it's made, I guess, to make it easier for you to hold on to. And I chose this one. It's in Sycamore 12 Neutral, and I feel like both this one is like a neutral, but I like the fact that it doesn't have any yellow in it. It is really a neutral, and I would say this is more like a medium coverage foundation. And this one is also $48 and comes in 42 shades, and it has 871 4.5-star review. The Fountain of Youth is in a foundation stick. This groundbreaking formula fuses weightless, buildable coverage with powerful firming and smoothing ingredients. The natural matte finish melts in and moves with you, staying seamless for up to 12 hours. With every wear, fine lines and wrinkles visibly softened for a youthful, lifted look. No needles needed. So it says that you can use it to conceal. I don't think it's going to work for me as a concealer because I do have very dark circles. But I will try to use it as a concealer today, and then just put my concealer over it. Then this one here, the skin tint, the claims are skin that looks like skin, a tinted serum that combines active skincare, clean makeup, and mineral SPF into one easy step. The first of its kind formula blends in seamlessly, delivering light coverage with a dewy finish. Plant-based squalene helps hydrate, and niacinamide promotes smooth, even-looking skin. 2 sizes of hyaluronic acid help soften the look of fine lines and wrinkles. Non-comedogenic, oil-free, fragrance-free, silicone-free, dermatologist-tested, safe for sensitive skin. So this one, it tells you that you shake it well, which I always do anyway. Before I use, dispense a 1/4 size amount into your palm of your hands and apply like a serum. The formula will appear lighter before adjusting to its true color after 30 or 60 seconds. Same with Soft Focus Finishing Powder. Okay, I don't have their powder. What I do own from them is, I do own some lipsticks, but I didn't bring the lipstick out today, but I do own some blushes, and that's what I'm going to be using today. And this one, I feel like the shade is also very nice. This is also like a neutral shade. This one feels more hydrating than the stick foundation because this one is supposed to be, I think, lighter weight and also a lighter coverage. So this is the stick, and like I said, the stick was in the shade Sycamore, and this one is in Diaz. And this is the stick. This is a stick. As you can see, it's more of a matte. And then this one is the skin tint. So today I'm going to use the skin tint, and then I'll use the stick in another video. They also let me pick, like I said, 2 other shades. Okay, I also picked Madrone, which is a little lighter than the one that I put here on my hand. And then Bomb Bomb in the tint, which is also a little lighter than the one that I'm using. But I didn't know, I just wanted to make sure that even if I had to mix them, that I would be able to get a good coverage on my face today. So we're going to start with this, and I'm going to move you up a little more so that we can get started. All right, so I think we're close enough. And I'm going to put, I don't know if you guys have seen, but it's like lately everybody's using Aquaphor under their concealer. I used it yesterday, and I mean, it was okay. It did give me some hydration, but I think I put a little too much yesterday. So I went back and I looked, and they said to do a very light layer. So I'm going to do that today. I did feel that my concealer was a lot smoother, but I think since I put so much, it looked very like shiny, glowy, and I don't really like my concealer. I don't like for my concealer to look dry, but I don't want it to be shiny. So I just put a little bit today, and this is just a regular. This one is 30 SPF, I believe. Yeah, it is it's the lip repair stick. This is pretty cheap. It came in a package of 2 for like $10. I couldn't find one that was just one single in the package. I went to Walgreens, and that's all they had. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the foundation. So I'm going to apply it on one side of my face with my fingers, and then with the other one I'm going to use a brush. It is very watery, very runny, because it is a serum foundation. I'm going to do this side with my fingers, and then the other side with a brush. And I think I'm going to need a little more than, you know, I didn't do a full dropper. I added a little more so that I can get more like on my nose, and I may try to build it up to see how it looks, depending on how it looks when I use it on its own. Now this is a light coverage foundation. I have worn it a couple of times. It has a little bit of a scent, but I think it's just from the ingredients. It's not bad. It's not perfume. I think it's just the ingredients. So I don't think it's anything that it would bother you. It doesn't smell like a regular makeup. You know, like some makeup has like a certain scent. And this one doesn't smell like that, but you can smell the ingredients. Try not to get it on my brows, because I already did my brows. So as you can see, it does even out your complexion a little bit, because my hyperpigmentation, I mean, you can still see it, but this is a skin tint, so I don't expect a skin tint to cover everything on my face, but I think that it gave me like a nice little, you know, coverage there. So let me do the other side. Okay, initially I think I was thinking of just using my fingers, so I think that's why I didn't pick up a brush. So we're just gonna go over it with a brush and see how well it performs. When I used it before, I did use my fingers, but I know some people don't like using their fingers on their face to apply makeup, which I don't mind. For many years, that's all I used. I only discovered brushes like 10 years ago. Before that, I mean, I did have eye brushes, but for my makeup, I used my fingers all the time. So I think you get a little more coverage with the fingers than you do with the brush. And I also think it looks a little more dewy with the brush, which is weird. I would think it will look a little more matte. So I'm going to put a little more on the back of my hand and try to build it, especially on this side, with my fingers. I think I like the finger application better. And I'm going to put a little bit under my eyes, since I'm going to try to use the stick foundation. It feels really nice. It feels very smooth going on. It's not the longest wearing foundation on earth, but it, you know, most skin tints are not. But it wears off nicely. Like by the end of the day, it doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look dry. It wears off in the usual places, like on your chin and your nose, especially if you touch your face. But it wears off nicely, where you still have some coverage, but maybe you know, a lighter coverage than you did before. Now I did set it with powder. I set it with setting powder today, and I'm going to use a different powder today to set it. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to put on. Wipe it off my hand. And now I'm going to take the stick foundation, this one right here. Again, this is in the shade Sycamore. And I think I'm just going to use my finger and just use it like this. And so let's see how much it covers. Well, this would be nice if you can also use it as concealer, because then if you travel, you just have to take one product with you instead of taking two of them. So look at one eye and the other. I mean, it did give me some light coverage. And there's days that if I'm not, you know, it's not going to be anything that I'm going anywhere special, this is okay. This is all I need. It's enough to, you know, look put together without having any heavy makeup on. So I don't mind this type of coverage for an everyday, which is when I would use a skin tint anyway. And I like the fact that it has 40 SPF, because even though I would still wear my own SPF, I don't just rely on this. It's still nice. So I think they did okay. And I think it applied really, really nice with the finger. I think that looks nice. It looks okay. Alright, so we're done with this. I like it. I like the way that it worked under my eyes. I am going to set my eyes with the Patrick, no, nothing Patrick, the Pat McGrath powder. And this is such a light powder that it never, to me, it never looks cakey on me. Okay, and then I am going to use the Natasha Denona powder foundation to top this off. And this is, I think, about the only way that I'm going to really wear this foundation. I feel like, I don't know, this is like the best way for me, where it fits in my routine more than anything else. And it will, my skin tint is probably going to last even longer with this type of foundation. And I'm not going to put a lot, just enough to set the face. As a foundation, I'm using it as a setting powder, which you're also supposed to be able to use it for that. And I don't put a lot at one time, I just go like that. Alright, so for blush, I have a couple of options for their blushes, for the Ilia blushes. These are so nice. I have this one in the shade Dreamer, and this one is in the shade Ladybird, and I want to swatch them for you. Okay, this is Dreamer, which is a little more neutral, a little more on the brown side, and this is Ladybird, right? No, wait. No. This is Dreamer, and this is Ladybird. So this is more peachy, I think. This one has like a little bit of pink in it, but it's a little more neutral. So I think I'm going to go with Ladybird, the one that has a little more pink. They're both beautiful. And now I also have this one, which is a liquid one, and this is called Color Haze Multi-Use Pigment, and it's called Before Today. And I'll show you what that looks like. It has one of those little, like a cooling applicator. You're supposed to be able to use it on your lips also, but I never have. And that's the shade on that one. And it's not really liquid, it's pretty creamy. So I wouldn't say this is a liquid one. But it's definitely a more liquid formula than the stick. So let me get a brush. I'm going to use this brush right here. This is a NYX brush. I just realized I didn't put my bronzer on yet. But this is very pretty. It applies really, really nice. It doesn't lift any powder. You can put it over powder or under powder. You can, it doesn't lift your makeup. Now I don't go straight with a stick, and I do, you know, kind of pounce it on instead of like, you know, because I feel like when you try to blend it that way, like this, a lot of the times it does lift your makeup that you already have on. So I rather just do it this way. I'm going to put a little bit of the bronzer on. And this bronzer, they actually have this in different shades. This has SPF 50. It's called Hot Protection. And this is made in Paris. I will link it below. But this has 50 SPF. And you can also, I also have it in a foundation shade. So this is not really like a bronzer shade. It's just a darker shade of the foundation. But I like using it as a bronzer. So I'm just going to use the same brush that I use for my, that way it blends together, that I use for my blush. But anything that I can put on my face that has extra SPF, I love. And you just go lightly. You don't want a lot, because then you're going to have a lot. It's very pigmented. And anything that's left over, I'm just going to put it under my chin. I'm going to grab a little bit with my finger. Put it under my lower lip. That just gives you like a little bit of a shadow. I hate it when it gets in my hair. And make sure that I blend there, because when I go edit, it's like I find like, yeah, girl, you forgot how to blend there. And it does come, in case you want to use it as a foundation, it does come with a little puff. But I don't like using the puffs for some reason. I just leave it there in case I take it with me, and for some reason I don't have a brush. It's better than nothing. All right, then for highlighter, I'm going to use this one. This is from About Face. About Face had like 30% off, either 30 or 35% off. I think it was 30. And this is the Reflective Liquid, and this is Roses in the Wall is the shade. And let me get a brush, and I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. This has a doe foot. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand and then pick up from there. Okay. It's very pretty. I'm just going to take a little bit on this BK Beauty brush. And this is so pretty. This does not accentuate any lines or pores or anything that you have on your face. About Face is not that expensive, and on their website they do have really good sales, or they also have it at Ulta. But this is absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna take my powder foundation brush and just go over it. I didn't add any additional powder. I just want to kind of set it a little bit with whatever's left on the brush. Okay, I'm going to use a Sigma eye primer. This is in the shade Ignite, and I use this quite often because I really do enjoy it. It does a great job of priming my eyelids. It does neutralizes any redness, veining, anything you have. So I really enjoy it, and it doesn't stay tacky, so you really don't even have to set it with a powder. So the palette I'm using today is this one from Blend Bunny, and this is called the Versatile Eye and Face Palette. It's called Forget Me Not, and they are an indie brand. They have an amazing formula, really good formula. They have this marked down now. I think it's like 50% off. I think it's like $22. And this is what it looks like. It has a mirror there, and this is, look at the size of these palettes of the eyeshadows. It is so big. And all of these here are like foiled. So all of these are matte, and then the ones on the bottom are foiled, but they're absolutely gorgeous. This is, I believe, the third palette I have from Blend Bunny, and I really do enjoy it. So let's go ahead, and this is from What's Up Beauty. And let's go ahead and start. I'm going to start with this one here. This is the R102, and I'm going to start with this shade right here, which is called Anticipation. And I'm just going to use the mirror in the palette. Can this, yeah, you can bend it because it's kind of a little big to be holding it like that. You know what, I'm going to put it down, and I just stuck my nail in it and use this mirror because it's a little heavy to be carrying it. You know, it hasn't even been a month that I colored my hair, and it already needs to be colored again. I get so tired. Ooh, that is a really pretty shade. All I have on my lips is the Lawless Forget the Filler and watermelon. I love, my favorite flavors are the watermelon and the cherry vanilla. I don't like cherry flavored things, but the cherry vanilla doesn't taste like to me it doesn't taste like cherry. It's really, really good. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this one here that is called Picture Perfect. It's a darker brown, and I'm going to use an angle brush for that, and I'm going to drop everything that's on my desk. And this is a Luxie, I think. No, it's a what is it? It's a Miss Glam. Yeah, Picture Perfect. I like to use these angle brushes for my outer corner. They're eyeshadows. I've used this a couple of times, and well, actually once. I used it yesterday because I got it yesterday, so it's not like this will be the second time. I had no fallout whatsoever. Indie brands are so good. I mean, sometimes you have to pay a little more for their eyeshadows, but I tell you that their formula and the way that they ship the things to you is like no other. And this one, I ordered it on, I think it was Tuesday, and I got it yesterday, which was pretty fast. It was either Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. Some indie brands take a little longer to ship, but this one was really fast. All right, so now I'm going to swatch the four metallic shades. Okay, this one is called Cheers, this one is called Butterflies, this one is Magical, and this one is Memories. And a lot of them kind of look a little bit the same, but they're not. Yesterday I used the Butterflies, which is so beautiful. My goodness. There you go. This one is Cheers, Butterfly, Magical, and Memories. So I think I'm going to use a little bit of Magical on the outer V. I dropped my towel that I can clean my fingers. Let me pick it up. Hold on. So I'm also going to leave you a note letting you know if the foundation lasted longer this time because I used this powder. But I was happy with the wear time yesterday. It really was nice. It wasn't bad. So look at that. Look at the foil of this eyeshadow. Oh my gosh. And I just took like one little swipe with my finger. I didn't even go into it like crazy. This is the one with the brown, the dark brown, but I didn't add anything to it. Okay, then I'm going to take Butterfly, this one right here, and put it on my inner corner. Oh my gosh. You guys, these are like so foiled. Woo. Okay, I'm going to go back to Anticipation, the first shade that I used, and go over the edge. And then, oh, I haven't done the other eye yet. What are you thinking? And then into the Picture Perfect. I'm just out here. Then I'm also going to take a Moment, this one right here, and put it on my brow bone. Okay, then the first brush that I used to just blend that. Okay, so let me catch up this eye and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I think I want to take a pencil brush and go into this one right here, or let me see, this one or this one. This one right here. This was called Here and Now. It's more of a cooler brown. The other one has like a little bit of almost like a burgundy or red in it. But a little pencil brush, and I just want to just go over my lash line, close to my lash lines. And then I just want to blend this. That is really, really beautiful. Wow. Those eyeshadows are not playing. Okay, this is my Coffee eyeliner, and this one came in one of Sephora Favorites kits, and it's in brown, and I'm going to use a little bit on my lower lash line. I'm going to take the pencil brush and kind of smudge that. Okay, and then I'm going to go with the same pencil brush. I wiped it off. And I'm going to go into Cheers and put a little bit of that on my inner corner. You cannot go wrong with this. I will definitely link it below. They also have another palette that is very colorful. If you like color, that is also 50% off. It's called Machina. And yeah, that one also looks beautiful, but this is more up my speed. And Rena got the other one. Rena likes colors. She likes brighter colors than I do. I'm the neutral, and she likes the bright. All right, so again, I don't believe, where's my mirror? I don't believe I have any fallout whatsoever, not even from the shimmer, but I'm gonna wipe just in case there's anything there. Okay, so for mascara, I'm going to use the Ilia mascara, and this is a really nice mascara. It has a very big brush. I'm going to show you, and it's kind of the kind that is like a little dented in the center, but this is a good mascara. So I'm going to apply 2 coats, and I'll be right back. So this is after 2 coats. I'm going to go ahead and zoom it in so that you guys can see it. It's more of a volumizing mascara than lengthening. So I did bring my Panorama mascara from L'Oreal to give me a little bit of length. I'm going to apply that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I also used the, this is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash on my lower lash line. This is a 2B mascara. It does not smudge or smear or flake. So it's a really nice one. And now I am going to take my eye primer. I've been doing that lately. And putting it on my lower lash line. This really works. Stays on. And I always forget to bring a lighter eyeliner for my lash line. So I forgot to, like always, I always forget to use setting spray. So I'm going to spray it on my brush. This is, I haven't even taken the plastic off. This is the one from e.l.f., the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. And I've heard so many good things about it. All I've seen is just positive reviews on this, so I wanted to try it. All right, so you have to shake it because it kind of is separated in there, and I am going to spray my, oh my gosh, look at the mist. Okay, I think I can do this without doing that because the mist is amazing. I forgot that people said the mist is really, really good. I just don't want to get my mascara. It smells good too. It's not super scented, but it does have a little bit of a scent. But the mister, oh my gosh, feels amazing. I love misters like this that they don't drown you. So just push that in. Love this palette. I mean, it is a neutral palette, And you know, for me, this is a face palette also. Maybe I can use it as a bronzer. I don't see anything that I can use as a blush, and these are definitely too much for me as a highlighter. Maybe other people will like that as a highlighter. I don't remember if I put the pink on here. I think I did. You know, but for me, it's just a little too much. But I absolutely love it. I think it's a great bargain. I'll make sure to list it below. I want to thank Ilia so much for sending this beautiful foundation to me. Oh my gosh, I was so surprised. And I just reached, and guys, I am not bragging, but you guys know I have a, let me move you back. I have a very small channel, and hold on guys, I just made a humongous mess because I didn't close the lid on my Ilia foundation. I'll be right back. Okay, all better. I left it open and it flipped. It was laying down and it made a mess. But a lot of it didn't spill out, just a little bit. But enough to make a mess. You know how it is. You can have one drop of water in your glass and you spill it, and you know, it spurts all over your dining room. But anyways, thank you so much, Ilia, for sending me these products. I truly do enjoy it. This one I have worn also, tried it on, and I do like it. It has a little more coverage than the tint, but I think the tint did awesome. I think it looks pretty good. I think after I put the powder and everything on, it looks pretty good. This side looks a lot dewier. Let me put a little more powder on that side. It doesn't look the same. Maybe I didn't go over as well as this side. That's better. I was looking like a little too shiny on that side. All right, but anyways, I think it looks really nice. I will go ahead and zoom you in so that you guys can see what it looks like. Nothing is going to cover my pores. My pores, guys, I use skincare that is supposed to be to reduce your pores. I know they're not going to go away, but I'm trying to get them like a little smaller. There's nothing in there. You know how they tell you that you have to exfoliate so that your pores, my pores are clean. I exfoliate, so it has nothing to do with that. But as I have gotten older, my pores have gotten bigger, and it is what it is. You know, I can't help that. But anyways, I think that it looks nice. It looks like, you know, it's a nice skin tint. So, you know, like I said, it wore a nice amount of time. It wore off very nicely. So I'm very happy and appreciative that they sent this to me. I definitely love this. This is very nice, and this is something that I will use on a daily basis, and I will probably be purchasing it when I run out. I really enjoy it. It feels really amazing on the skin. And my face, even though all I used to do was serum and this, it feels hydrated. It doesn't feel dry, but I think a lot of it is because this has so many skincare ingredients in it that it really helps. So this has 12% zinc oxide. That's the sunscreen in it. So just if you guys are interested. But anyway, everything will be listed below. I do not have a discount code with Ilia. I've actually never seen anybody that had a discount code with Ilia, so I don't think that's anything that they do. The only thing I'm not too crazy about is this. You have to be very careful because it can get clumpy. So you have to go, I did do 2 coats, but very slowly, and I tried to wipe some of the product that was on the brush off the brush because it does pull out a lot of product. It's almost, look, you can even see it like on the outside of the tube. So it's almost like the stopper in there. It's not really, and it can be messy. And that is probably why I have not been using this mascara, because it can be messy. But I mean, it did give me a lot of volume. It made my lashes very thick, but it didn't do much for the length. But anyways, it's okay. Whatever you purchase, I think there's other mascaras out there that I like more, including this one, the Panorama. This is weighty. It feels good. And I'm always going to be honest with you guys, whether I get something free or not, I'm going to tell you. The foundation I like. You know, is it a must? I don't know. It's nice. I think the fact that it has 40 SPF and it has skincare. I mean, if you're going to purchase a high-end foundation and spend that kind of money, I think this is a nice one. I think the stick foundation, I don't own too many stick foundations. I'm not really a stick foundation person, but this is a nice one. It gave me nice medium, light medium coverage, and it did last a long time. So it's very comfortable. It did really good under my eyes. I have no complaints there. Did just as well as some of my lighter coverage, you know, concealer, so it did fine without even using a corrector underneath. This is the only thing that I would say I would skip it. I do love these here, the blushes. I've used them many times and I do love them. And I also like their lippies. I like their lip products. I think they're really amazing. Okay guys, so I went to edit and I realized I didn't put any lipstick on. So I'm going to fit this little piece in, showing you the lipstick. So I am using the Catrice Maxi Lip in the shade All Out. And this is like 3 hours later because my husband got home, and then I realized that my camera was having issues. It was not focusing correctly. Picture was like ultra bright. It was really weird. Okay, and the lipstick that I'm going to use is called Cinnamon Glow by Makeup by Mario. And this is one of those that is almost like a tinted lip balm, but this is like super soft. The way I do it is I just dot it. And then I spread it with my finger. I love this shade and the lipstick. It feels very hydrating, very nice. It says plumping lip serum, but which is almost is like a serum because it is very, very, very soft. But it doesn't, I don't feel any kind of tingling whatsoever, and it just went on the floor. So with the lip liner, it works fine. It does stay in place. Very pretty. I'm also going to zoom you in so you can see how the skin looks like 3 hours later after I applied the Ilia and everything else on my face. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you guys like indie brands, if you guys blend bunny, look it up. This, I never tell you to go spend money, but this is definitely worth $22. Guys, that's drugstore price, really. Moira palettes are $18, $17.50, and there's not that many really good drugstore palettes out there. ColourPop does have good ones, but I mean, this is indie, and this is amazing, and this is really, really good. And the other one, if you like colorful, I will put a picture of it here. You will like that palette also, and I will link both of them below. Like I said, I don't have a discount code. I don't know if you can even use a discount code since it's on sale. But anyways, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I love you and I really appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much. I've noticed that a lot of the people that are watching my videos are not even subscribed. Like 50% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So I would love to invite you to subscribe to my channel. And if you like the video, please give me a like. And it's free, it doesn't cost you anything. And if you hit the little bell, it will notify you anytime that I upload a video. Thank you again for spending some time with me. I love you guys. Have an amazing Memorial Day weekend. And I will see you on my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.